Good morning, Matt Delacruz here with the Winning Minds Group, part of the John Maxwell team, and welcome to Mondays with Matt. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to another fantastic week this week as we kick off this brand new month. That's right, it's Monday, October 1st, 2018, meaning we have 92 days left of this year. And I want you to get your head around this, because this next 92 days are so critical as we launch into the new year, because the next 92 days, how you think, what you do, and how you feel really sets the stage and sets your pace for the first quarter of 2019. So yes, we want to finish strong, and if you do finish strong of this quarter, you'll start strong first quarter of 2019, which kind of leads me into a little bit about what I want to talk about today, and at least create a new awareness for you where you are in your life. A quote from Andrew Carnegie, the great Andrew Carnegie, said, "The man who dies thus rich dies discouraged." You know, when Andrew Carnegie died, and he was the steel tycoon in the late 1800s, early 1900s. In fact, Napoleon Hill wrote the book Think and Grow Rich and used him as a lot of the examples. But Andrew Carnegie, when he died, they found in his desk one of his life goals. And the goal was on a piece of paper, and it said, "I will spend the first half of my life accumulating wealth, and I will spend the second half of my life giving it all away," which he did. And he turned a lot of multi-millionaires back in the early 1900s during the Great Depression, which kind of leads me into balancing your success in life. Means you have to be the go-getter at the beginning, then you have to transcend to become that go-giver eventually. So I believe the first 18, when you're 18 to 50 years of age, you're going to be the go-getter. And to be the go-getter is you're going to be driven, you're going to be committed, you're going to be tenacious, you're going to be selfish, you're going to be compelled to fulfill your dreams and your goals, whatever your vision is. And then once you achieve that, just like Andrew Carnegie did, and Bill Gates and a lot of people today, Warren Buffett, then they transcend to the go-giver. In other words, now we got to give it all back to the people who need it more than us. And there's a book called The Go-Getter, and there's a book called The Go-Giver. They're two different authors. And forgive me, I do not know who they are at the time, but I read them many years ago, and I was trying to dig them out. They're somewhere in a box in my basement of my books, where they should be in my library. But I want to talk about it because there were 5 different laws. In fact, they call in the book The Go-Giver, it says, the 5 laws of stratospheric success. And I want to share these with you because this is on the giver side. The law of value. You know, I love the law of value because the value is what we put into and then giving it back, right? How much value do we have where we can pour into other people? Law number 2 is the law of compensation. We are compensated in a direct proportion of how many people that we serve. Law number 3 is the law of influence, the ability to influence others to making good decisions, not in our favor, but in the best interest to them. The law of authenticity. The best thing that you can do is give yourself to somebody by helping them and encouraging them. And then law number 5 is the law of receptivity. In other words, you have to be willing to not only just to give, but also be open to receive. You know, you can't shut somebody down if their blessing is to give you something and you refuse that. And I think when you look at those 5 different laws of the law of the go-giver, you're going to understand that, again, the law of the universe. What you sow, you shall reap. If you give a little, then you receive a little. If you give a lot, then you reap a lot. So I want you to think about that. In our lives, as we're striving for this success, so to speak, on that journey, we're going to be the go-getter for a while, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then we have to make sure the transition is we become the go-giver. So I want you to think about this week. What are you going to give? How much value are you going to give to somebody else? What are you willing to give without compensation? What are you willing to give that you can encourage or change the direction or give someone hope? But also remember, this whole process comes down to giving and giving. So find someone this week who you can pour into, who you can add value to, but most importantly, what you can give to them without looking for something in return. So I want you to think about that this week. Are you the go-getter still? When are you going to become the go-giver? Become that go-giver and you watch how your life turns. So until next week, live with passion, live intentionally, and let's look at what we have to do to go from go-getter to go-giver. Thanks so much. Make it a great day, and we'll talk to you next week.